Once, twice. Once, twice.
Happy Thursday, my friends. What is up? How's it going?
This is my vice. Pay the price so I can get the slice. I said, do I dippity do? A little more so, make it all ring true. I got a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. 3 to the 4, now I know who I am. Straight out the door, trying to level the score.
You like it? What do you like? Okay, Bubba. Dude, we had a few little changes. Maybe you can recognize. See, I can touch the side of the screen now. Before, I was confined to a box. I changed it up a little bit. I'm closer now. If I do this shit, I'm up here now. I'm in your face. The dog. You can hear gooder? Oh, and I changed some of the audio settings. You know, I tried a few new things today. What's up, Guap? How are you, brother? You know, you would think after 5+ years, maybe, I think it's 5+ years now, that I would have figured it out. Yeah, all I did, I changed one of the camera lenses. No, but I might hear you. Every once in a while, she does get in here and listen to what we're saying. So she might even hear it. She might see it. Oh no, no! If I made a kissy face, dude, it was out to you, dog. Yeah, no, no, it's just me. With the words, but I'm tight on time from the front to the back, from the east to west. When the track get funky, let it do the rest. Oh man. Wow. That is the fucking coolest thing in the whole world. What's good, Scotty? Happy flying, brother. Oh, I fucking can't even spell travels right. Anyway, get it, Scotty. Hell yeah. Can you hear me? Do you hear me asking you how long? Do you hear me? What a dumbass. How much longer you got, dog? If you could hear me, I would just say that, and then you would respond. If you can't hear me, then I'm just, you know. Well, that works too. Thanks, Squat. Oh, I was trying to put some shuffles on. Oh, here we go. Let's get this. Bro, I do like this song too. Nope, this one.
Okay, everything. Hi, everyone. I love you so much. Next to Gandhi. Biz lives over there. Have you seen Superwog? I don't need anybody to know but myself. The food was good behind gas stations.
Dude, there was a few cool news stories that came up in the cannabis space here recently that could be worth talking about, but maybe I save it for when I'm with Guap next time. The other ones work too. Slippy, slappy. Tinder, I do want to go. Oh, you guys can't see me. I gotta change it. Of Maria. That one.
Filipino banana ketchup used to be my favorite. I was actually gonna buy a bottle. It makes my tongue do some
Filipino
pretty
banana
weird shit.
ketchup.
But smoky is really not my
5 ways daily cannabis use can affect your body and mind. I was gonna open this earlier and I didn't because I wanted to wait until I was here and we could all talk about it collectively as a group. The other one. Work to Mr. Sean Whitney. Happy Thursday, fam. I do not have his number. I got the Facebook or whatever. What was I looking for? News about marijuana. Hold on. California marijuana sales bring in nearly $248 million in tax revenue the first 3 months of 2026. Ugh. Can you tell me you're getting robbed without... Anyway, you know what I mean? Shit. I do really... There was one that I liked a lot. I did read it earlier. Oh, this might be it. Foley Hogue. That's it. I think that's it. The appeal at the federal level is kind of wild too. Maybe I'll wait to cover that with Guap. This is another good one. Cannabis use does not lower testosterone, study concludes. Because that's been something that has been thrown out there as a fake fact for quite some times, you know? Remember, gotta find the truth, not the facts. Transferred for a $1 million fee. Holy Christ. That's cool. A speakeasy style cannabis dispensary. I like this. Ideal audience for learning the dangers of cannabis. Man, I'm gonna get you guys with this. Maybe you're the ideal. Hold on. I know there was one that I was reading, but... Oh, 10 facts about Americans and marijuana. Oh, here we go. Fuck. Give me 10 seconds. Here we go. Good old print friendly, our friend. How daily cannabis use affects your body and mind. 5 ways daily cannabis use can affect your body and mind. Let's find out. What the hell? Why the hell will it not into it? Did print friendly just go tits up on me? Opponents say the drug can help with sleep and pain, but there's little research surrounding. Do I have to make them preferred so that I can... do either of my computer friends that are in here, any of my computer friends know if I gotta do this to get them to let me read the whole thing? We'll check it out. This one I do really like. This lays some groundwork for some other shit going on. Bob, I just can't... Oh, that's an ad? Oh, they're trying to get me, dude. But look, it says... Oh, okay, add it. Staying into it. How it affects the body and mind. I'm not finding it. Text you the link. Here we go. It's coming your way. Fuck. Oh, you know what? I can drop it in here, right? I just had that. Yeah. All right. Minnesota Governor Wolf signs landmark cannabis omnibus bill reshaping state's cannabis industry. There's a few takes from this that I think everybody who knows anything about cannabis should know about, because if either one, it means move to fucking Minnesota to get your stuff done, or two, it just tells for a better possibility for other people to adopt laws in the future. But merging the medical and adult use supply chain, this is what the headline of this thing, I think, is supposed to pretty much be, or was for the whole time. This is, I think, just more in the back end of tracking. I do like what it says for right here, strengthening the medical cannabis patient protections. There is something right here that kind of weirds me out. They must also, this is for our friends that Cole introduced me to, the lady with the daughter. They must also carry all products identified by OCM, which the Office of Cannabis Management, as having high medical need, and other cannabis businesses must be prepared to provide medical products within 24 hours of a patient request. That is a weird statement. Okay, so if you're not in the delivery plan and somebody requests for you to have one product at their facility, now all of a sudden these facilities have to go deliver one product. I think what this would end up doing is make dispensaries want to carry less, and only the things that were all products identified by the OCM, right? So whatever the Office of Cannabis Management says that they have to carry as far as medical products, I believe that that is the only products that the dispensaries will carry, and the people who are producing them will make an abundance of them, because who wants to get stuck with this I'm going to deliver something in 24 hours to somebody situation? So this is a weird one. I hope that they figure out kind of the, and this is just an omnibus. It still has to be like fully adopted. But macro business license, this is pretty cool. This is, and it's funny as hell because a macro business license in Minnesota allows you 38,000 square feet. Significantly reduced from the 90,000 square feet for medical combination businesses. But this 38,000 square feet is still, because what can you get in Illinois? 15,000? Is it? Because you get 9,000 and then 3,000, 3,000 as additions. So you're already 2.5 times as much growing space. So it's almost better to be in the macro business side of Minnesota than it is to be in Illinois, right? As far as growing capabilities go, as far as building a business that you can sustain. The other thing that, here we go. A lifeline for the hemp industry. This is the whole thing that I preface this thing by. With a federal ban of hemp products containing more than 0.4 milligrams of THC per container set to take effect on November 12, 2026, this law provides, that Representative Hansen describes as a bridge for Minnesota's hemp businesses. The law removes the current prohibition on the same person or entity holding both a hemp business license and a cannabis license, allowing hemp operators to pivot into the regulated cannabis market if the federal ban renders their current product lines unviable. Yeah, thanks, Guap. I see that. This one right here is arguably one of the biggest statements in this whole entire thing. If Minnesota's going to allow hemp businesses to pivot into the cannabis business because they've been ruined by the hemp ban, that's one of the neatest transitions that I've seen. If they did this like in all states, that would be really freaking cool. It would allow our friends at Sun-Drenched Farms to stay up and operating, or to gain a license in the operable space where, you know, they may, okay, in the legal space for them to operate. The law also authorizes the sale of a new ratio hemp-infused cannabis product containing no more than 100 milligrams of certain cannabinoids, CBD, CBG, CBN, or CBC, per serving, a maximum of 10 milligrams of THC per serving, and 200 milligrams of THC per package for edibles, or 2 servings per container for beverages. This is absolutely fucking huge. This saves the hemp industry. This is massive. If before the federal government's going to say 0.4 milligrams of THC per container, and then this guy goes in and says 200 milligrams of THC per package. Well, now that allows for a lot of people in the hemp space to continue to operate. And then if you can have a maximum of 10 milligrams of THC per serving, that means that you could have 20 servings. And if each serving of each one of these cannabinoids can be fucking 100 milligrams per serving, that means that you could have 2,000 milligrams of CBD, CBG, CBN, CBC. And that's if you do 10 milligrams of THC per. But if you do 5 milligrams of THC per, all right, this turns it into where now you can have 4,000 milligrams. If you do 2 milligrams of THC per, it turns it into a spot where you can have 10,000 milligrams of CBD, CBG, CBN, or CBC. That's assuming that you even put THC in the package to begin with. If nothing else, you can only have a maximum of 100 milligrams of each one of these per serving. And I love the verbiage around it. It doesn't confuse anybody. If it allows a maximum of 200 milligrams per package, this is huge. This is one of the coolest things that I've seen. I genuinely hope, on behalf of all Minnesota hemp farmers and all hemp farmers around the world, in the United States, that this goes through, because it lays a groundwork for other people to adopt decent programs and not to just keep following and piggybacking the arbitrary numbers presented by the federal government that they don't even know why they're saying, outside of a lobbyist came and told them what to do and how to do it. So that's that. The other cool thing that I saw, a first step for psilocybin, as a first step forward toward establishing a psilocybin therapeutic use program in Minnesota, the law requires OCM to publish and submit a report to the legislature by January 15th, 2027. This is 6 months away, my friends, with recommendations on administering a program for individuals 21 and older with a qualifying medical condition. The office also directed to regularly analyze the availability of federal funding to support the program's establishment. We're talking about using federal funds to open up the psilocybin medical use market in Minnesota, and kudos to anybody who had any pencil to paper in this, anybody who was a factor in this being put into a omnibus. Fucking kudos to you. Yeah, I love this. This was one of my favorite things. Also, too, I think that this, somewhere in here, for the hemp business, the clock is already ticking. The federal THC limit takes effect November 12, 2026, and the dual licensing pathway created by the law offers a critical strategic option that requires advanced planning. What I think here, kudos again to Minnesota for being progressive in this space. To say, you know what, the federal government before made a law that stated that this is what you can have according to our federal guidelines, but if the state decides that there is a different set of rules that they would like to represent, that they may go forth and do so. And this is like chef's kiss. Congratulations, Minnesota. Yeah, one of the cooler things that I've seen in this area and in this space in a while. Let me get this. All right, here we go. 5 ways daily cannabis use can affect your body and mind. This human was 13. Tried cannabis in the 1980s. It started out as a social way to spend a Friday night behind the bleachers at football games, she said, but it soon became a daily habit. I was reaching for it to quell anxiety. Now 59, a health and lifestyle journalist and former nurse. Okay, I was an uneasy teen, never feeling like I was good enough. Cannabis minimized her social anxiety and helped her process what she calls an unstable home life. Something that I think a lot of cannabis consumers are using for. Okay, she continued to consume. I started looking back and wondering, how did I do that? I worked, I studied, I showed up, I raised my son, but pot was always there. She did all this stuff, and in her entire life, cannabis has been there. Marijuana is constant for a growing number of young and middle-aged adults, 8 to 11% of whom now use cannabis every day. I would imagine if you're in here listening to me, you may be a daily cannabis user, or you're somebody who doesn't use at all, and that is awesome. Either way, anyway, moderate use, some use, no use, whatever works for you. Young adults 19 to 30 are nearly 3 times as likely to use cannabis daily than drink alcohol daily. Thank God. While adults ages 35 to 50 use both about equally, which is awesome because it used to be far heavier in the favor of alcohol. You all know I'm not a big fan of. I consume alcohol every once in a while. I just don't think that the daily use of it, especially in abundance, is necessarily something that is either good for your health, your psychology, or the people around you, because there's plenty of other factors that aren't directly you consuming the thing that alcohol consumption impacts. If you drink too much coffee every day, there's a tipping point, but research has shown that about 2 to 3 cups of daily caffeine use for a majority of Americans is fine, right? This is what we talk about a lot. I think, who is it, Satisfied Mind, or maybe Brandon Krieger, or one of them likes to always compare cannabis use to drinking coffee, or it's more in line with that, and it is because of the mild amount of intoxicant comparatively to like cannabis, very mild, where alcohol is very intoxicating to the point of incoherence, right? And there tends to not be that with cannabis. You can misuse cannabis and use too much of it, but you also can misuse and use too much caffeine. Why daily cannabis use is hard to study. There's so much we still don't know about. Famously difficult to research. It's been illegal with so much stigma for so long. That's a big problem. In observational studies looking at past cannabis use, there's no way to control for what types of cannabis products were used or how. That's a big factor. Also, again, I talk about it a lot. Bro, Joe, what's good, brother? How are you? Happy Thursday. All right, plus all daily use isn't the same. If you're puffing on your vape pen 60 times a day, that's a very different form from a medical cannabis patient taking 2.5 milligrams of a gummy at night to fall asleep when they have some chronic pain. So there is massive differences in how we use the plant. Cannabis hyperemesis syndrome. I'm going to skim past that because we still don't know if that's caused by cannabis or the chemicals that they spray on cannabis. Dude, any more after what you smoke right now? I don't believe it. There you go. That's a good point. The mental health changes. Here we go. Use it to calm my mind. Without cannabis, my brain is like a fire hose of thoughts, anxiety, concerns. But when I use cannabis, the fire hose goes down to a little stream. I can focus on the things that are important. Wow, how adorable is that? Anxiety is one of the main reasons people say they use cannabis. Research has shown that cannabis can both ease and worsen anxiety. I talk about that a bunch here too. It can cause paranoia and it cannot. Real Young Knight, happy Thursday, brother. I hope you're doing all right. I need to smoke a little bit more right now, but I just wanted to go through this. Cardiovascular health risks. Again, we've talked about this a bunch lately. This is something that we need to be concerned about with over and abundant use. See, the thing is, we don't know if the higher potency THC that we have been all accustomed to using now, because we're the first generation of people using it with consistency. It's not that we need to be scared of it. It's not that we need to be, either direction. It's more that we should be aware that there is potential risk and harm no matter how you use or what you use or when you use cannabis. Or anything really. Overuse of anything can be too much and it can cause problems. What we're seeing and what studies are showing is that the risk of stroke and the risk of heart attack do increase with exacerbated use of highly potent cannabis. So, changes in pain are huge. Sleep effects, we know that they can be beneficial. When you start using cannabis matters because you can use it whenever you want. But we still don't know. There's a lot that we still don't know. And what I just said is the stuff that we don't know. What are the actual risks in potent regular use? Here we go. Huge one. Cannabis use does not lower testosterone, study concludes. This is cool. There's been a lot of people that have talked about this for a long time, giving, again, false facts. And now to have the University of Geneva figuring it out here, I'm a big fan. The effects of cannabis on the hormonal system and male fertility remain controversial within the scientific community. A study conducted by the University of Geneva in collaboration with the Swiss Center for Applied Human Toxicology provides a new answer by showing that cannabis use does not reduce testosterone levels in young men and may even increase its testicular synthesis. Wow. How about that? Smoke, get your balls filled. Sorry. However, the increase in hormone levels cannot be directly linked to fertility. These conclusions are based on a detailed analysis of plasma samples from 94 Swiss conscripts. In addition, the researchers identified 2 new hormonal biomarkers that may help detect regular cannabis use. Oh no! Are they going to give us a hormone test for driving? Increase in testosterone, no link to sperm quality. Congratulations. This is good. I like these facts. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't want it. The ideal audience for learning the dangers of cannabis, huh? Find out if fucking Print Friendly wants to work again. Maybe. Oh, students. Okay. I will be the first one to also say if you can avoid cannabis use until after the age of 26, that is probably the best use of cannabis because we've allowed our systems to fully develop. That is assuming you don't need cannabis to regulate your system. We do use cannabis to regulate our endocannabinoid system, and people who have an out of whack endocannabinoid system seem to have more going on in the realms of inability to sleep, anxiety, depression, social anxiety, fucking headaches, nausea, spasticity, inflammation, some of those things where our systems are out of kilter. Granted, it can be due to conditions, but to treat the symptoms of those conditions, if not to just treat the symptoms themselves, cannabis is a great way to regulate a lot of those systems. So, I'm fully for it. Again, I like the idea of not. Hold on. The presentation held last week at the school was funded through cannabis dispensary development agreements, giving the Sonora Police Department $7,000 a year to support drug awareness and education focused on marijuana use. Give me $7,000 a year to talk about the education of cannabis. I'll be into it. All right, here we go. This is 10 facts about Americans and marijuana. Number 1. Do you consume it? Let's do it now. What a better time than the present. Enjoy this present that we call cannabis. I'm going to be smoking some hits today. You can just make that up. I'm not trying to be vile and vulgar. It really is by the name of. Oh, let's bring it into the big screen. Can you see it? What does it say? Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me. Get that thing. Why won't it put it there? Put it there. Put it there, buddy. Focus. It's there. You go. See? Literally is Illinois Collective Hits. Find out if it's it. Nothing wrong with me. Free. Nothing wrong with me. Something's got to give. 2. Something's got to give. 3. Something's got to give now. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. All right. The beauty of these packages, nice little seal on it. Holy cow, it smells pretty good. Tits is a combination of sour diesel and OG headband. See how the hug structure is here. They're little tiny guys. It's alright, let's see if we can show y'all one of these here. Here we go. Boom. Block my face out. Alright, now put that in the... Uh-oh. Alright. So, it's a little darker than you want it to be because of the Camara and not because of the product quality. Oh, and I do have the worst quality camera lens on here. But... yeah, IC has some good stuff. I really... Redemption is the one. Nez, Redemption, and IC have been doing some pretty cool things. Flora Arbor put out 1 or 2 good products. They're kind of commercialized, whatever. I don't know. They like to get all the people's names. They got Wiz Khalifa over there and fucking yeah, they got a couple of names that they try to piggyback. Just grow good quality cannabis and nobody cares if it's got anybody's name on it. Actually, the named cannabis brands have done worse in Illinois than not. Like, what's Belushi? They didn't do super hot. They were also being grown by Nature's Grace for a long time. What's the 93 Boys? That's Chance the Rapper and Vic Mensa. They do okay. They got a little bit better provider of cannabis product in Air Eyes. Who else is there out there? I know Cheech and Chong have product out there, not the best. Oh, the 85 Bears, what was that guy's name? Fucking Jim McMahon, and they're grown by Legacy, or they were. Now they're grown by somebody else. But name one of them that's been a hitter. The King Louis, you know what I mean? Like, name any of these products that have ended up being like, oh my god, staples in anybody, not just in Illinois, but in any market, right? Cheers, my friends. Thanks for hanging out. This thing's going to take a second to get up.
Yesterday has been and gone. Tomorrow will I find the sun? Or will it
And we got these key facts about Americans and marijuana. Are you American? Do you do the marijuana? About to learn some key facts. Is it a truth or a fact? Whoa, great question. The vast majority of Americans support legalizing marijuana in some way. A majority of U.S. adults, 55%, say that marijuana should be legal for medical and recreational use, and another 33% say it should be legal for medical use only. Just 11% say the drug should not be legal at all. 11% of people are holding back. I think it's probably more of a fear thing, right? They've been told terrible things. Net legal, 88%. Only 1 in 10 U.S. adults say marijuana should not be legal at all. So the stigma's dead. I think that they try to play it out in a lot of these news stories, and they try to perpetuate it through. And there is something that is ingrained in all of us to feel guilty still about the use of this thing. Even if you're properly carrying cannabis and you see a cop, right, out in public, immediately you're like, oh shit, you freeze up. You're legally carrying. It's crazy. Where I buy my meds from? Oh, who is it? Views on marijuana legalization differ by age, political party, and other factors. I don't really think about that. The not legal, let's see. It's very small in a lot of areas. Republican leaning, conservatives, wait. Republican leaning go fucking 16%. No. Dem leaning say 6%. No. Wow. Okay. I don't care. Your political party doesn't really matter. Oh, Grojo, let me hear it. Let's see it. Support for marijuana legalization has increased dramatically in recent decades. Oh, without a doubt. In 2024 PEW Research Center survey, many Americans said legalizing recreational marijuana has economic and criminal justice benefits 1,000%. There's more businesses, there's more jobs, there's less people in jail. How much better can it get than just at least decriminalizing all the way across the board for any level of possession? It just doesn't matter. Decriminalize the damn thing. I still believe that there's Oh yeah, 1,000% Grojo. A celebrity endorsed cannabis product is not something that I care about. And it's not that I don't care about the people themselves. I just think that you're trying too hard to represent something that doesn't matter. You might as well try and put it in a fancier packaging, right? And then like, oh man, look at how fancy that packaging is. I actually bought a vape cart one time. The name of it was Wagyu, and fucking it looked like a piece of Wagyu beef, the packaging. So I bought it. I actually buy more off of packaging than I do off of endorsement. So 24 states and DC allow small amounts of marijuana for both medical and recreational use. For both. There's 41 fucking states now that have a medical program or better. So, golly, my friends, you know? More than half of Americans, 53%, live in a place where recreational marijuana use is legal. By population, 50% of us have access to adult use cannabis. 53% live in a place. 55% accept it. So there's still people that accept cannabis as being a thing who don't have access to. Is what I keep talking about all the time. Wapo and I both, more availability. A large majority of Americans have at least one marijuana dispensary in their county. 79% of Americans had one in their county. Holy cow. 15,000 dispensaries nationwide. There's more dispensaries in America than there are disc golf courses. There's more. Well, I can actually tell you. I think I took a screenshot of this. One second, I'll try to find it. I think I did. Oh. Alright, well, I did have a statistic for you, but I don't right now. Sorry. But fortunately, I have the key to escape reality. Where's that disc? Where was that? Where was that? Might be. I might still have it. Because I think it was. Not Stokely? Posted. Anyway, long story short, there are like 9,000, Dollar Generals shit, and there's like more than that fucking. Oh no, Dollar Generals was the most, 15,000. Wait, there's more dispensaries than fucking maybe even Dollar General. Let's find out. How many Dollar Generals are there in the United States? 20,388 Dollar General stores. I put Dollar General because on the corner of every city, on the corner of every smaller, less populated area, there is a Dollar General. And inside most populated areas, there might be a couple of. That's kind of cool. But anyway, Americans are divided over whether marijuana laws in the state are too strict or not strict enough. More than a third of U.S. adults say these laws are about right. Another 21% say they are too strict. 19% say they are not strict enough. And about a quarter aren't sure. Some laws are very strict. Some are a little bit looser and allow for better access, but also there is any place where there is still criminalization and incarceration because of cannabis use, which is every state that has medical or recreational, doesn't matter, that is too much enforcement, period. So we can all agree on it, right? Like, that's a bad one. And if you don't agree with that, I'd love to hear your counter argument to why people should still be incarcerated for plant possession. About half of the U.S. adults would say they have ever personally used marijuana. This cannabis right here, this tits, is kind of really nice. This is the shit, is what tit stands for. This is really good. Different by state, and nobody really cares. We know what states are a little bit more into it and ones that aren't. According to the federal government's 2024 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, by comparison, 65% of adults say they have ever used tobacco products or nicotine vaping devices. And 85% say they have ever consumed alcohol. While many Americans say they've used marijuana in their lifetime, far fewer are current users. In 2024, 23% of adults said they had used marijuana in the prior year, and 16% had used it in the prior month. And that's fine. 1 in 5 people, right? Cannabis consumers. It's neat. This is to the point now where it's not like just a bunch of hippie stoner freaks doing cannabis stuff. Like, mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, aunt and uncle, brothers and sisters, kids, sons and daughters, they're consuming cannabis, right? Every single generation of user is out there, and everybody having access to it again is a beautiful thing. But yeah, one in 5. Think about how big is your family, right? And if only 23% of adults said that they used it, that means 1 in 5 of your adults. How many youth? You know? I don't know. It's yeah. It might even be more than 1 in 5. Especially with 51% saying they've ever used it. And I don't know how many people are like being truthful with their drug use in the National Survey on Drug Use and Health. I don't know how many people are like, yeah, put me down for what you consider drug use. This stuff tastes unbelievably good. And that's through my relatively not clean need to clean it now, huh? Coughing like that. No, I enjoyed that. Thanks, Grojo. Best of luck to your niece as well. I don't know what's going on there. CBD is a beautiful thing, but any forms of cognitive behavioral therapies also can be beneficial. Don't know what mental health is something that I care about way more than a lot of things. I think that everybody deserves a fair shake at being in control of their thoughts. And with the level of manipulation that there is currently in social medias and all that, it's very tough sometimes for people to be fully in control of their thoughts. So my thoughts and hopes and prayers and everything go out to those who are going through what your niece is going through. Sorry that you guys are dealing with it. Sorry that she's dealing with it. I wish the best outcome. I do believe, like you said, CBD can be positively beneficial. But that sucks. Sorry to hear it. Yeah, because also too the way that they treat people in those places, it's like, I mean, if anybody here knows what Seroquel is, that's something that they give people in there. That's a wild one to me. Most SSRIs or SNRIs, where you're actually playing with the serotonin levels in people, and if it goes too up, then you get very manic fucking response to it, and it's not like, it sucks. Like, how are you telling me somebody who's actively looking for help that I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. Or if you suppress the level of serotonin, you can fall into a deep level of like emotionlessness, like just stone cold staring at walls. You're intoxicated too, like there is a chemical flow going through your system, and for that, like, I don't know. This is like a big part of why I talk a lot about cannabis, because there are a lot of people who use treatments for different conditions that are more dangerous than they are beneficial, especially when misused. And the thing is, when it literally says on the outside of a doctor's office, it says medical practice. I understand the context of the word and the meanings, but practice is practice, right? Like, we are trying something out. And because we understand toxicology levels of certain interactions, we can claim those interactions to be a medical benefit. Where, like, measuring those levels of toxicology in cannabis could be almost equally as easy. I think that if we put the science behind it and we looked at what this thing actually measures in at, and it sucks because what is the LD50 score for cannabis? Determining a specific median lethal dose. That means, see what I'm saying? Like, I've always talked about it, 50%, right? It's the middle. It's where everybody can agree. For whole plant cannabis in humans is complex because there are no documented cases of fatal overdose in healthy individuals from cannabis consumption alone. So without there being other factors, and we all know this too, the safety profile of the substance is generally considered high because the physiological concentration required to cause life-threatening organ failure is extremely high and difficult to reach through standard consumption methods. Granted, this is AI-driven overview, whatever. It's reading a bunch of stuff. This right here, okay, this is, let's look at this really quick because this actually has a number there. All right. For the EU GMP certified cannabis sativa L investigated, we determined an oral LD50 value of over 5,000 milligrams per kilogram in rats and a human equivalent oral dose of 806 milligrams per kilogram. Additionally, no significant clinical signs of toxicity or gross pathological findings were observed. Now, check this out. That's per kilogram, okay? And a kilogram is what, 2.2 pounds? So a 220-pound human, let's just do some math, has to do, so we've moved that over the decimal point, what, 2 times now to get to 220, because it's 2.2, we go to 22 and then 220. That means we move this thing over to 80,645 milligrams in an oral dose. What we're talking about there is 80 grams of solid, or 80 grams of solid concentrate, okay, to have a potential of toxic shock. We're not even to the point of where, like, you're overdosing. It's toxicity. So, like, you have the potential of doubling that before you actually are more likely to be at a critical dose, a life-threatening dose. What's good, Chi-Town Hi-Fi? Happy Thursday. But anyway, the thing is, friends, the information is out there. What we keep reading is funny, like when we go back and read about what states think what and who believes that we're overdoing it or underdoing it, or anybody that has an opinion on it. It's so silly that fucking we know that this thing is less harmful than a lot of the things that are out there. Can I get a list of a toxicology for different drugs in America? No, that's what I'm looking for, something different. Let me go back. I want a list of toxic. Oh, you fucking scumbags. They fucking don't listen to me. I want a list of toxic responses on the LD50 test for different drugs in America. Things considered Schedule 1, Schedule 2. Oh, did I break it now? Oh, I did. Son of a gun. Can I get a list of LD50 scores for different drugs in Schedule 1 and Schedule 2? Alright, body weight. Have them? Do we have them here? Are you gonna give it to me? Those? Missing LD50 scores. Missing LD50s. Oh, it says LG. What the Sam hell? Oh, here we go. Oh, and look. Now we've come here, and this one says 12,700 milligrams per kilogram. That's 12.5 grams per kilogram of your weight. So again, if you're 220 pounds, you're 100 times this amount. You can literally consume, it's 12.5, so you're 2 more spots. You're 1,270 grams orally. Okay? So, dude. 1,207. Oh, it's 12,700. right? Because it's 1,270. And if there's 456 grams in a pound, so you're looking at I need to do math better. 1,270. And what was my fucking math there? Divided by, that's 456. So you need to eat 2.8 pounds of raw THC. 2.8 pounds to toxically shock yourself. Where look at this. I mean, 16.5 milligrams, 21.8 milligrams, 29 milligrams. These rates of stuff are so much less. But now look at this. Cocaine, methamphetamine, morphine. This is the stuff that they give you at the doctor's office, right? We all see this. 250 to 460. Oxycodone, 240 milligrams per kilogram. Fentanyl, 11.2 milligrams. Whoa. So you need small amounts to have a potentially massive risk. It's crazy. But yeah. I don't know. I love cannabis. I think that for a medical use or for a personal spiritual use, I don't know that there's another thing out there that is like this. I've been on record saying I could probably, for what I use cannabis for, I love it as a daily driver. I love it as the turn to quick fix. I love it for having more properties than just THC. So it would be very tough for me to go away from cannabis altogether and trade it in for anything. But cognitively and psychologically, the things where I feel more symptomatically alleviated, I think psilocybin use is exponentially better than cannabis use. But it's per each individual, and I think it's per dosing, right? If you know how to properly dose something, you have a very good potential of having a good outcome. And that's what the big thing is here, I think, with cannabis. Anything from a 2.5 milligram, even 1 milligram doses that I see people, even from the small end, which I typically see 2.5 milligrams, that's where a lot of the companies kind of back out. Some people do 1 milligram things, but I hear a lot of people consuming more than one of them to get to their desired effect. Same thing with 2.5 milligrams, but I also hear a lot of people find that the 2.5 milligram, very low dose, it's good enough. They feel the alleviation that they're looking for without feeling the intoxication they're trying to avoid. But I think you can do the same thing in multiple places, with multiple things. Even in some of these drug categories that we just looked at the LD50 test of and saw what the toxic responses is. When we're talking about people using, UG and not milligrams, right? Like we're talking about a whole magnitude of difference, right? Yeah. But hold on. What is the difference between a milligram and a UG? 1,000 times larger than a microgram. So we're talking about the average dose, I think, I think of LSD, I think, is like 25 milligrams to 250 milligrams, or UG, all right? Micrograms. That's on a blotter paper or something that people see. So you're looking at 1,000 times more than that is what people are using as their microdose for cannabis, right? And I think, again, it's in dosing and understanding what the implication of each of these milligrams plays on our anatomy and physiology. That is what these might be missing in the cannabis space, but we also have really good science out there that tells people what parts of the system are being benefited by what parts of the plant. So if we just play those together and then respect what math we don't know, but respect the math that we do know, we have a very good chance of getting a far better result from our use of whatever it is. But cannabis is obviously the thing that I love, and the thing that it's like the thing that I want to scream off the mountaintops to everybody, because a lot of people are misusing other things. I think psilocybin's another good one, and I would love to scream off the mountainsides for that too. But the verbiage behind and the average dose that everybody, y'all can tell me right now. I'll wait. Everybody, if you want to, if you feel comfortable enough, if you know the actual number here, what is the dose that people told you that the amount to eat of mushrooms back in the day, if you were going to eat them? How much did people tell you that you should eat? And this is why the math is fucked up with dosages and you know. But if anybody feels comfortable enough, go ahead and put it in there. If not, I'll give it a half minute to a minute, and then I will tell you what dose I know that people regularly portray as the average entry dose or micro dose even for psilocybin. It's just a common tongue. What did everybody say to take? All that's green. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for being here. I miss you, friend. I hope you're doing okay. I hope all is well in your world. Are you employed? Is everything going well? Okay, a handful. That's another. Yeah. How about that? That's fair, because some people, that was it. That's the old Mike Tyson, right? He was on there. He ate a whole handful, fistful of them. Oh, everything's fine. I'm going to be fine. And he was. A G is a... Hey, listen. That's still... The one that I heard a lot. An eighth, if you want to trip. And a half eighth, if you want to just kind of go low. Go slow. A little half eighth. Okay. That's 1.75. What I tell people to take is 0.2. Okay? We're literally 9 times as much is the average what people are telling people to consume out there. Even if a G is what people are telling people, I'm telling you to take a fifth of that. Could you imagine taking, and you could even do less than that, right? 0.1 is fine. 0.2 is fine. I think that, you know, the lower and the slower, the let you feel it before, you know, it you know. But I also understand what the different levels of dosing can be beneficial for. Yeah. That's literally it. All this green, I don't even think you, and that's what I'm saying, like, you nailed it. 0.3. Yeah, and I don't even know we need that much. So, little goes a long way. Just like, you know, little cannabis. Same thing. Little goes a long way. But I love that shit too. Man, I do. I wish that, because I think too, for me, I still exist in a place even where there is that internal like stigma to it, where like I avoid using it in the way that I would averagely because I don't want to be looked at as that guy, which I did get for quite a while. Not that it matters. I don't give a fuck how people view me or don't. I try to be as cool with everybody. I'm not trying to be better than, or we're all the same. We all come to the same fucking cloth. But I still think that there is that stigma that comes along with the use of these things, where not only just the use of, but the possession of, and going out into public and doing those things. If you were to be caught and they could somehow figure it out, like all those little thoughts in the back of your head are like, fuck, this could suck for me, right? But I also know that a very small amount, stacked with some lion's mane, I like that. A little turkey tail does a good bit too. Cordyceps, I think, is the other one. My God, there's a lot. There's a lot of different mushrooms. Anyway, I don't need to preach to y'all about how to do things or not. I just really like vocalizing why I think using these things is worth it. Because I hope that somebody someday hears the damn thing. And it might not, like, I think, obviously, all of you are just common folk who come in here, and I feel bad sometimes when I just repeating the same shit about the same thing. Like, I love this plant, and clearly, obviously. But man, would it be cool to be part of the normalization and the breakthrough where we respect this thing in the small quantities for the most medical benefit that it can be benefit. And yeah, I think that's it. I love cannabis, and I love mushrooms, and I love personal health, and I just love love. And I love all of you, man. But yeah, don't hurt yourselves because I love you. And then if you hurt yourself, that's bad for me. It's a selfish thing. I don't want you to hurt you for me. So just be nice to yourself. Treat yourself good. I promise you, look in the mirror every once in a while. Tell that person in there that you see across from you, right? Because sometimes we have this disassociation thing that we do with ourselves, where we forget that the physical thing sits across, it sits around, it is us. You see what I'm saying? The thoughts and the physical are different. You got to look at it and tell the physical to love them, and you're going to take care of them. Because the soup in our brains sometimes forgets that that person out there is worth a damn shot, you know? And all of you are. And I think that outwardly about all of you. So you got to think that about yourself too. If you're thinking that outwardly towards me or any of the people in this damn chat, you just got to think that for yourself. Connie, happy Thursday, my friend. How are you? We're just trying to do the good thing where we all tell each other, well, I'm trying to tell everybody, I love you, and you should love each other too. Life would be much better if we all just got the fuck along. If we stopped judging everybody for their differences. Or if we just stopped judging altogether. Good. I like it. Unless your judgments are good. Say, wow. But then it's not a judgment, it's an observation. Judgment comes with some negative connotation. And I think the observation is, again, what I'm saying, it's to observe outwardly and see the thing out there, the other humans, and the other yourself also, and be nice. Oh, Illinois State's is this weekend, huh? Happy Thursday, Mr. Rourke. Hell yeah. Wait, Guap, what are you doing? Oh, the high school. The high school. Okay. Nice. That's at the Oaks in Mokina. Oh, nice. Very cool. It's cool to see younger disc golf. Oh, Mr. Rourke and Guapo were there. So this is a great crowd. Boys, I'm telling you, one of my literal favorite things. I talked about it again today while I was out disc golfing. One of my favorite things I've ever seen in my entire life, outside of them being wild and running into the fairway and almost getting cracked by it. Well, not even, because we didn't throw yet. But besides them being wild and running into the middle of our fairway, when them 6 kids stood on that same tee pad and all teed off together, one of the greatest experiences I've ever seen in the disc golf world. How cool. That's like, bro, what I was just talking about, that's like all of that. You're loving, you're just enjoying yourself, life, each other. There's, no judgment. It's just observation at that point. I remember when I used to be more observational than judgmental, I was a younger man, very optimistic. Didn't have to pay so many bills or get so many taxes taken or have so many jobs blunder on you or so many relationships fail or so many, health situations come up and cloud up all of the ideas that we have and have a positive outlook on shit. You gotta have a positive outlook. I think some of these things that I promote, cannabis and shit, it's to help keep people having a positive outlook on things. You know what I mean? Lee! Oh, think about that. Go back to one of those days. And now the thing was, we were kids we might have had a little joint with us or some, I don't know that we would have all been standing on the tee pad together, but they're living their best life. They haven't had all those things, some negative things come within their lives. And negative if you keep it in the negative. Things to learn from and to respect and put into perspective. Oh man, what a beautiful way to look at things, including life. All things, because there's a lot of things that get you saddened out there. They'll get you feeling all ramped up. Damn it, the war, and damn it, the politician, and damn it, the all that. The health of somebody, it'll get you pissed off, mad, sad, depressed. But those aren't feelings we need to linger in. Got a damn good set of tools. But we also got a damn good group of people around us, especially right now, where, what the hell? Life's pretty good. At least for me. I hope life's good for everybody out there. I'm happy. What more do you need? Good friends, little good food, little good weed. I mean, fuck it, period. A little good scenery. Okay, that's nice too. I do like sitting back and I like the sun when it touches on my skin. Not too much. Okay, maybe every once in a while. And I like it when there's like little rolling white clouds. They block out the sun for a little bit, or the wind. It just breezes you off, Ski. I don't know, fam. I'm a happy guy. I want to share my happiness with all of you. One of the ways I became happy was by using cannabis. And by being around good friends. Bringing good friends together. Makes me feel really good. Man, I swear to God, if we could just turn this if all of you lived close enough where we could all just come together every Thursday and hang out, I would stop streaming. Okay? I would quit it. But I love that we all just get to hang out, fucking say whatever you want to say. Be more vocal if you'd like to. Or just listen to me rant about the shit that I think in my head. But literally, the shit that I think about in my head is how do we come up with peace, right, for everybody? Just peace because, like, you know what I mean? Like, just calm, cool, collected. Not bombs. That's fucked up. And not fighting. Because, you know, little play fights and shit when you're kids, great. Maybe even the sport of the UFC, great. Whatever, I'm into that. But, you know, the constant back and forth, the bickering, the trying to be on one side better than the other side without realizing that the other side is just a different interpretation of things. We all seen things differently. We can only walk through our shoes. They say, put yourself in somebody else's shoes. It's hard to do that unless you're very empathetic. And being empathetic is something that I think is acquired over time. I think what it is being observational through all the times where you're getting your ass kicked. Instead of being judgmental and arguing the facts and trying to fight against and go, oh, well, what if you're observational and you go, yeah, it's very shitty. I am affected negatively by it, emotionally, physically, whatever it is. But at the other side of it, I understand that something is... I understand the problem, so how can I come up with a solution for? And a lot of times, if it's health things, oh, golly. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Real Young Knight? Sometimes that is exactly what she says. But no, that's it. I just want everybody to be happy. There's a lot of bickering out there. A lot of division. You know how we get away from it? See, you guys know how we interact with Biz. And I interact with a lot of you. There's a lot of stabs that we take at each other and poking back and forth. But it's about stupid shit. Your disc golf skills, right? Which the Real Young Knight does not have. Poker skills, which again, the Real Young Knight does not have. So, we take jokes, we stab at our friends like that. Biz, if he was here, even worse. You know what I mean? But I almost can't not... Like, the people that I stab at the most like that is literally the people I love the most. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know how the fuck that works out. But when you're dropping bombs, that's a different form of showing love. That's not love in any fucking capacity. Right? That's destruction. When all I want is peace and love and understanding, acceptance, the ability to cope with some shit, understand that fucking, yep, shit just went bad, but I can deal with it. And I know how. A lot of us gotta fucking... Let me show you how quick it is, how easy it can be to fix the problems. You go like this. Cheers, friends.
But have you seen the moon tonight? That shit too bright, and I hadn't slept in like 2 nights.
And out with all that, inhale the good shit, exhale the bullshit. Golly. Oh. That's the extra good. Yeah. What else we got going on? Anybody? I could fucking make songs. Remember last week when we made a song? Y'all want me to show it to you? This is what came out of it. We're talking about Biz. Of course we were.
Okay, everything. Hi, everyone.
It wasn't bad, though.
I love
Good.
you so much. Next to Gandhi. Biz lives over there. Have you seen Superwog? I don't need anybody to know but myself. The food was good at the gas station.
By me doing that, you might hear some repeat songs here pretty quick. I want to golf so bad. Oh, also, the reason I might have a little bit more sporadicness, and I'm energetic right now. I'm trying to do some fasting right now. I'm in the middle of a little bit of a fasting. I'm gonna go 24 hours today. I didn't eat at the end of yesterday, and then I'm trying to go a good distance into tomorrow. And when I get those good fasts going, man, do I get some energy.
I was actually gonna buy a bottle. It makes my tongue do some
Thanks, Chi-Town Hi-Fi.
smoky.
How did everything turn out with the phone call? Mr. Rourke, I think it went well. I ended up, so the phone call that we had led to me having an interview at 1 o'clock. When I left disc golf, I came back home and got on an interview, and I thought it was good. I mean, I hope it was. I actually enjoyed the person that I got to speak to through this thing, and there are smaller companies starting to do stuff, so I like the thought of going down and working with them. It's in Joliet, so like that's out by all of the good disc golf courses. I got a good connection with some of the disc golf scene out there, so maybe I can, scratch back and forth, give a little bit of love to the disc golf community by also maybe promoting the company that works there. So I think that would be a benefit to them. But I also used to work for what is now the Rise company. Before Rise bought out Joliet and Naperville, I worked for them, and then they fired me the day that they took ownership of the business. So I would love nothing more than to stick it to them by taking as much business as possible, actually making the better dispensary, and just doing what I'm saying here, showing a little more. And it's a dispensary job again. I got out of the cannabis space before because I wanted to move away from some of the direct in the building interaction, so I could help smooth out some process, right? I want to problem solve at a higher level than what they're giving me the ability to problem solve at. But that thing right there, I think it would satisfy my mind. Damn, like our friend satisfied mine. I think it would satisfy my mind. Working in cannabis and being around that sector, yeah. Listen, I'm just rambling, and I'll keep ranting because I also consume some sour diesel headband, I think, too. That got me feeling pretty energetic. On top of the fasting, have y'all ever fasted before? What a good time. When your body starts actually burning ketones and isn't working insulin to, break down things, like, whoa, this is nice. It's physically energizing, but also it's like mentally clearing. Rise is not trying to be the cannabis industry. Okay, they're not trying to be cannabis people. They are trying to be the commercial cannabis, right? They want to be. They're hoping at some point that they're like the Walmart, Kmart, Target realm of things. Now they can't be Walmart because that is Cresco. Rise is GTI. They're trying to do that thing, but Cresco is Walmart, and I mean that with all due respects. I actually, out of some of the bigger MSO people, or why I say this, Cresco is Walmart because they offer decent enough products at a better price than most people, And sometimes, just like when you're in Walmart, you find the thing at a substantially cheaper price, or you get it on clearance or something, but it is the full product. It's the thing that you could buy at the actual name brand. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Walmart is they carry everything. And so does Cresco. So they have a lot of really cool partnerships and shit. Beefy Canopy Fest. That's Mundelein, right? Is that the one that you have to go through their dispensary to get into the thing? But yeah, I don't know. I just got a personal vendetta, so it'd be cool to fucking beat them out.
If you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place.
KCF instead of KFC, the Cannabis Fest Canopy, the Keefy Fest Canopy. That's what they should call it, KFC.
I was born standing up and talking back. My daddy was a green-eyed
Tomorrow,
mountain jack.
Friday. What do I gotta do? What time do you work?
My name is Misery. Well, I'm evil, so don't you mess around with me.
Do we have a...
I never
Dude, why does that say that?
trouble, but I've never ran.
Or
Don't take no
am I...
orders,
Why am...
no kind of
Why is there a...
only made out of flesh, blood, and bone. But if you're gonna start a rumble, don't you try it all alone.
Do you see what I see? I see like a Chinese symbol, the word 2 and 4. Yeah, what is that? But if you hover over it, now it says till 4. Whoa! John, boy, what a... Shit. It is now? Oh, hell yeah, that's my guy. What's up, brother? I wonder if that's some, like, AI shit? If it's, like, it doesn't want you to... Not a whole lot, dude. Just, you know, talking, What you been exposed? Yeah, I want to get the job, man. Oh, you've been exposed to being AI. Well, you are. Was it you last time that sent me the picture of fucking, is this content AI? And then you were like, extremely. This, no doubt, that dude's a cop and fucking AI, dude. There's no doubt. Oh, God bless you. What? Say please and thank you. Dude, the thing changed it to RoboCop, and you put Robo AI Cop. You are you are not real. I'm nice to my AI just in case too, dude. I say please a lot more than I think. And I think it's just my natural speaking language, right? I talk that way. So when I'm talking to AI sometimes, I'm really nice. And it responds very nice back. Sometimes it's laughable. Yes, sir. You know what's... Okay. Can we all talk about this really quick? Because it was something that went on today. I saw it. It happened. It's a very close friend of ours. Let's talk. All right. This is somebody you know. Guapo, this is somebody you know. The rest of you may not know them, but they are a person who is very loved and respected by the disc golf community, and they've got heart for days. Very nice. Like the Godfather. We all know who I'm talking about, okay, right? The man who does all the work at the court. Anyway, he had a very political rant that went on, and then immediately afterwards somebody asked a question about it, and then it was like a rant about AI, and they were like, well, you do understand that like using all of this equipment is just this is coming from a data center, or he said something about data centers are bad because they're stealing the water and whatever. He goes, well, like, data centers have existed for a very long time, okay? At the scale that they're building to do AI computations and algorithmic plannings and shit, no. And the way that they're cooling it by using the water system and shit, fucked up. Anyway, long story short, I just saw that this person went, okay, argument, and then went, fuck yeah, let's go to the casino. And also, it was like, you know, it's just weird. I hope that I can interact with this human in a outside of the space. I don't want to be in Facebook world. I want to be in real life world. I want to go out and smoke a joint with this human, and like, can we all calm the fuck down about all the wild shit that's going on? Trust you me. You know what a good way to stop AI data centers from going up is stop using AI. But if you don't do it, just know that a lot of other people still are. You can be a drop of bucket in a large ocean of use, but it is real. Dude, bro, it was a while. It's, you know, and these are people that we love getting real wild on different topics where they're like, fuck AI, fuck politics, I love casinos, I'm okay with using Facebook 1,000,000 times a day. Like, what in the fuck are we doing? There's just a mass confusion in some of these thoughts, you know? And how do we break through and go, hey, everything's okay, you're gonna be okay? Screaming about it isn't necessarily going to help it. Like, say something positive about it. He said, that old drunk gambling addict. Who would have thought? No, I just don't. And I think this person has gotten away from consumption of cannabis and stuff and just gone into a place of like anger. And I think Real Young Knight, you've seen it too, dropping the bombs. It's all love. I'm not trying to be a hater. I fucking love this you more than you. I just want to, like, why are we doing this? Why are we arguing? Why can't we all get along, man? Smoke a joint. Yeah. I just see a lot of close people that I love and care about sometimes that I'm like, man, let me help you not give as many fucks. Why are we all giving so many fucks about other shit? You know what you should give more fucks about? Yourself. Don't be selfish. But yeah, well, also, in a positive note, I do like AI, man. Some of that shit is wild. I was trying today. I don't know how to do it, dude. I need somebody. Not true. Here, look, I'll show you. This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to build this little thing that I can, like it says, shoulder waves on it, okay? Because I want it to, like, when I move, for the background to, like, you know, interact with me. I want to be interactive. Wow. Real Young Night. That's... I feel like I want to make a song out of them lyrics right there. You know what I mean? That's a good one. Gotta watch out for number one before you step in number two. He often has reasonable points, in my opinion. I think a generation that actually make a change with protests, etc. Some of the points are very, very valid, and I'm not trying, again, not hating or talking against. I just don't understand how we can go so driven, so aggressive against certain things, but use the damn things, and then also in the same breath promote fucking gambling and shit, and, like, I don't know, talk about how fucking the man is taking all the money from us, but then I'm willing to go to the fucking casino and gamble money away. Like, I just don't, my brain cannot not see those as clashing points.
It's not the way I hope or how I plan, but somehow it's enough.
Oh, damn, I didn't catch that one fast enough. No, I think the thing is, like, the protests that are being had now and the voices that are speaking up can't necessarily just be from a place of feeling all the time, where, like, I'm not hating on it, it's just have a plan of action afterward. What is the question mark? Me or Guapo? No, well, dude, but I think that's a reasonable. I think that's a reasonable statement. I think that there is a. I think that there is a means of satisfying all of the perspectives without being so destructive. But I also think that, like, there is some logic behind some of the things that is lacking. And it's not logic in, like I said, there's a conflict of interest almost by saying I'm for gambling. I'm a fan of this monstrous casino that's built in billions of dollars of infrastructure. I'm okay with that, but in the same breath, fuck the man. I'm gonna fight the man. And dude, I'm not for, I think you all have heard me enough. I'm not for people telling people what to do. I think that there is a collective reasoning that makes sense, but I also think that there's a mathematical and abundant truth in science that we should all consider. And like Real Young Knight's saying, I think that there's lines that can be drawn there. But it's when it's when certain lines are crossed over that we've caused an extremism that's only fueling the destruction at the end. We're being judgmental, okay? Instead of observational, which is literally, I've said this thing like 3 times. This is a loop that we've come back to again. if you're observational of what's going on instead of judgmental of what's going on, we can come up with a solution to what seems to be the problem. Where, okay, if there wants to be a separation of, let's just go into the sports category, men's and women's, and there's people that identify differently than the biological setting that we exist. That is the parameters that are spoken on, and we go out and we want to identify, which we can all allow identities to do as they please. I think that is the thing, is when we've gone outside of the thing and we're trying to identify. Again, I think that's hopes and beliefs and prayers, and that's things that we're not actually sticking to what we can all agree the truths are. What's up, Ben? Holy fuck, Zeppelin Kid, my friends. What is good? Happy Thursday, boys. Not required to have a great day. No, but I like that. We could change it into, in the same way that I was just talking about hopes and prayers, I hope you are having a good day, which then puts it into this ether of whether you want to be miserable or non-miserable, whether you want to be great or not great, that there is this extra layer that helps kind of connect the two, which is my hopes and prayers for you. Which, who gives a fuck about my hopes and prayers? That's my shit, dude. That ain't none of the truths of whether you're having a good day or a bad day. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what, like, that kind of helps draw into correlation all of what we're talking about here. Got so pissed off. You were not required to have a good day just because I said it. I think then the sensitive way for all of us, so that we don't offend that human if they ever come back around, is to say, I hope you have a great day. So then again, it puts it back on me. My hopes are for you to have a great day. Not to demand it, to force it and say, have a great day. That feels a little more poking, you know? And that's what I'm trying to, like, get across through this, where I saw the debacle back and forth online, is like, you're trying to, like, poke into existence what is a hope and a belief and a prayer. You know what I mean? Like, that's different. Dude, you see what I'm saying? Really Young Knight, I really like what I am picking up what you're putting down. Dude, I don't know if I can play this song. This is, oh, I can't. Dude, I can play the remix version that we made. We put it out there for everybody to use, so who knows? Anyway, Really Young Knight, I like what you're putting down there. I'm inclined to agree with Rourke on this to a point. I wouldn't want to see, let's say, Waisaki decide he wants to be a woman and absolutely decimate the field. It should be a fair field. Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you, is that if that's what Waisaki's decision was, then we could theoretically please that human by giving them a division of their own. We don't, in the same way that men's fucking, the FPO and the MPO division get paid drastically different, but it's because of the revenue brought in by, and the fields that are representing this thing. Like, there's more put into a certain thing. So, like, if you're just the small field and you want to be part of the small field, if it pays less than both of these two already established, right? MPO, FPO, we call it OPO, the other professionals, okay? And then from there, they make their own money however the fuck if they can form a league and do it, like, I don't see, go ahead, do whatever the fuck you want. That's my whole point. Dr. Danknuts, holy fucking happy Thursday, brother. Oh, Zeppelin, I'll fucking give you a hug, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. There's no reason to have a bad day. There's nothing that we can't have a conversation about and figure out. And again, the other thing is interpretation can happen really quick. We can interpret something that sounds one way to us because we've viewed it in our way. And while somebody meant something completely different, again, if I draw a 6 on a piece of paper and show it to you and it looks like a 9, you can't be mad at me that I'm telling you it's a 6. Right? I understand that the interpretation's wrong, and I have to be the person who writes a 6 and wants to confidently represent it as a 6. I have to be able to walk across the paper and look down at the 9 and agree with you that it is a 9 also. That I could be wrong in the way that I represented it, so that's my bad. I'm not trying to offend or take advantage of you by writing the 6, but I want you to know that what I'm trying to represent to you is a 6. Okay? Now again, those are the truths if you and I are looking at it, and we are just the two of us. It's our interpretations on it. Now, hopes and prayers and other different belief systems can turn that thing. If we turn a 6 sideways, it can look like a pipe. If we turn it the other way, it could look like a peen. You know what I mean? And all I'm trying to say is that interpretation is everything. Let's not be so goddamn judgmental about it. Let's be observational through it. We can figure out how to overcome all this fisticuffs we're trying to throw around, you know? Oh, before babe, dude. Listen, I know it was supposed to say bed. I even read it before I read down and read that you said it meant bed. But listen, if you're going to get babe, dude, you do it. Whatever you got to do, brother. You guys are too fucking nice. Whoa. Should be even #1 in the world. AI is getting stupider. Yeah, it depends on which AIs you're using and what you're using them for. A lot more AI is actually the algorithmic inputs of AI are getting more efficient at doing different tasks than what us common users of AI want to use it. But it depends on what, because there's a platform for that. There is a place where it's been tuned in to do what you're looking for. Just like making music, because every song that you hear on here was made using AI. The background, the floating things that are behind me, I made those with AI. You know, so if you use it for the things you're trying to use it for, AI can be great. I love that shit, to be honest with you. Yeah, but I think no matter what there is in the entire world. Oh, Dr. Dank, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling all right. I've had a little bit to smoke, and I'm not eating. I'm on like over now 24 hours plus of fast, so I'm feeling good. The energy is dumping in a different way. I'm not getting my energy from the conversion of insulin through, my whole pancreas and shit. Anyway, I'm just fucking being too. I'm starting to have ketones digested and sent to me by my liver and shit, which honestly helps you get more energy and feel excited. But we're talking about things that I care about too. Like getting the fuck along, peace and love and understanding. That's my shit. And I you know what? I hope you get on one too. That's me just hoping. Because getting on one's not bad, man. Feeling good. I'm one of those that be that's all you should be. Don't abuse the existence. Okay. Just to gain. Well, dude, and I think honestly, Ben, like the whole thing is the percentage of that happening, even within the group that it's happening is probably very small, minuscule amounts, right? And I think that there is something that, like, thinking about that, you're probably right, dude. There's no doubt. But allowing that much energy to go into such a small percentage it's tough, dude. And I think that that's what, like, algorithms are good at exploiting, which politicians are very much an algorithm, right? Like, they're being told by data what to say, when to say it, and whatever. So the shit that's going to trigger you the absolute fucking most to take a stance, one direction or the other, is it's never been more tuned to fucking get you feeling a certain way or to, you know. And it's sometimes, especially because of these algorithms, it's hard to get away and find a truth, right? You can continue to fact find, which our algorithms are set up to push us down this in certain directions to do certain things, right? It's because we get excited about something. We go, oh yeah, I think a certain way about that. Now, if it's triggering, I can sell you ads and whatever by just going down this thing. And then from the whatever you feel, left or right, either way, they can sell you something eventually. And for that, like, we are slaves in different ways, right? I think that capitalism in a certain way, and that the system that we work in a certain way, is built for us to accept physical slavery to a certain degree, where it's common for you to work 40 hours, the work week, whatever the fuck that is. That's an establishment trying to establish a means for control of a certain level, right? But the mental fucking slavery that is happening because of the tuning of algorithms, it's wild, dude. It's making people radicalized in the way, again, where, like I was saying, somebody that I love dearly, that I don't think is wrong for having an opinion either direction, I don't care, is publicly representing what I feel are very conflicting points of views because of the triggeredness that they feel over shit that is so sometimes out of our control. And then when the things are in our control, we are so willing to use the things that trigger us for our own personal benefit, whether it's feeling good psychologically or going through an experience, whatever, right? We're all just looking for that next fucking dopamine hit. We're all just looking for those spikes in fucking comfort feelings and shit throughout all of life, whether it's relationships or groups that we become a part of, or things that we consume into our bodies, whatever the fuck it is. It's to feel something, whatever that feeling is. And it's ideally, I'm trying to tune everybody up so that we all feel good about the things that we're feeling, right? Get away from the destructive things that also were algorithmically pushed to be destructively opinionated about. And I know that everybody can get out of the way of it. Like, one of the big pushes for me, and I'm a doom scroller. I don't have a job right now, right? So some of the things that I think I'm pretty productive. I try to stay as focused on some things, and I like to make sure that I'm still contributing in places. So I try to do that no matter what, but like, when on my downtime right now, not having a fucking place to go for 40 hours a week, and thank God for the disc golf course currently, because, man, I'll go out there a million times a day if we could, but it's whatever it is, we're all searching for that next level of comfort, that the things that are keeping us satisfied. And I think that system, which is a dopamine system, can get very out of whack. I think cannabis is a good way to sometimes put it back into a box and to go, holy shit, okay, I'm out of line. But dude, like, Yeah, we're all we're doom scrolling it. We're allowing this thing to manipulate the ways that we think. Um, and this is why I'm telling you, look in the mirror, be comfortable with the person in there. Um, bounce your ideas off of people that tell you they love you every once in a while to make sure maybe that you're not the, you know, grumpy old bump, you know? And that's okay. Well, grumpy old bumps are great fucking things, but I just want them not to be grumpy. I want them to be happy. And that's just my hopes. Maybe they want to be grumpy. But be grumpy then. All right, tell people to get off your lawn, whatever you got to do to satisfy that grump. But I hate that it's the ways that people are being twisted, and it's by like government shit, by weird, you know, gender fucking it's identity politics, right? Fucking identities as a whole, I guess, egos, right? Like, I think like what cannabis does for me, and what having these conversations, maybe psilocybin, maybe all of what I've been through, maybe what it makes me feel like I've been able to do here lately is to, you know, the movie, what's it called? They Live. Y'all ever see this shit? Called They Live? They Live, the movie. Yes, it is. Have y'all ever seen this shit? It's a pretty good movie. I think y'all should check it out if you haven't. I'm gonna be grumpy until the old homeless circus clown stop on my shoe. Yeah, but I think like the thing for me, with Roddy, dude, this is a great dude. Roddy Piper, the man, the myth, the legend. If y'all haven't seen this, I recommend try to find it. Now, wet feet's not good, but we can also maybe give the homeless guy a place to piss. You know, help him out. I wouldn't just let him keep pissing on my shoes personally. When this guy puts on the glasses, okay, he sees the real people for what they are. Humans still look like humans, but like the alien people who live among us, who are fucking manipulating your thoughts and forcing you to think certain things. They literally, the video projected behind them says obey, but when you actually look at it, it's like the fucking news or whatever. There's just, put the glasses on and you can see some shit. Is that what this movie... I think that is. Is that what this is from, Ben? Here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Yep. That's fucking awesome. But yeah, I think that some people could use the glasses, whether cannabis are the glasses, or... just a good talking from a friend, just a good community to come into, share your ideas. And even here, I hear all of what you're saying, and none of what you're saying is wrong, but none of us, I think, are radicalized by it, or, you know, I mean, don't be, please. I can help you not, because let me tell you, some of these things aren't actually affecting us at all. A lot of people actually that I hear, it's wild to me. People are willing to point fingers at political figures, the president, let's say, but they don't know who the fuck their local representation is. We don't know the people who's forcing your building codes, or ruining the fucking schools that your kids go to, or taking actually more of the tax money from you, fucking buy all of the housing taxes, and fucking dude, we're getting whacked in by some of our local politicians. Don't get me wrong. The federal taxes on income are crazy, but there's other places where shit's going really bad, and it's by systems that have been, you know. And I think that's absolutely right, Guapo. I think that people who are the loudest, who are trying to scream at the other side, and I think that's why I check myself so much when I talk, and I'm not so pieced together. I don't go off of script. I try to check myself constantly when I'm talking, because I'm not trying to be on one side or the other. I try to find the gray in everything, and everything has a gray. But much like I said, everything is just perspective. I drew the 6, but you drew the 9, but I see it as a 6. Whatever it is, there's just too much interpretation to different things, where what is a truth and what is a fact. The fact of the matter is, I can see it. I drew the 6, but the fact of the matter also is, you see it as a 9. Those are both facts. The truth is, I drew a 6, and you see it as a 9. And if we both walk to each other's space, we can understand the truth that each one of us exists in. And the truth is that if I wanted it to mean something specific that all people could see from all sides, like a dice, maybe I just drew the 6 dots. And we all went, hey, we can agree that counts as 6. And what if I did it in a circle, right? Directly in the middle of all of us, where let's say there were 6 perspectives, right? Well, I put a dot in front of each one of the 6 perspectives. Well, there's, 12 perspectives. Well, numerically and mathematically, you would just go in between every other, right? And you would start to get to the point where the math would always work out, where we can see something that is a truth. But with interpretation, when we can look at a piece of paper, all of us can look at a piece of paper and see something different from it. We have to be willing to get out of our own way of anger and whatever, because it's not. And like I said, I don't care what your interpretation is. I don't care what you like or don't. I'll back you up. I think you're right. I genuinely do. But I think the radicalness with which we try to represent it can be aggressive. And it's no doubt that I don't want war. I don't want people stealing fucking money from me. I don't want people polluting our water system. I don't want people, and it's not but in a favor of we should benefit them. It's but in a way of, there's so many things in place right now that are broken. How do we then take and fix that? Well, I think the best way to fix what is massively broken, the things that we go, holy fuck, it's so out of our control, is that we start to understand one another, and we start to love one another, and we start to want peace for everybody. A comfortable acceptance, where we then start to go, wait, the better ways to overcome this, okay, is to divide things a little bit more evenly, and to figure out grace in places where there should be. You know what I mean? It's so crazy that is not what our common thread of thought is, to me. And I hope at some point we find that, George Carlin said it best about politicians. Their sponsor label like NASCAR, then you'll really know who's running the country. Yeah, 100%, Ben. I like that. And I love George Carlin. That dude brought up some really good points. And if you go listen to some of his stuff now, it all has come true, dude. It's so weird. On the way to Florida, I listened to 3 different George Carlin specials. And like the amount of things that came true from what he was talking about in the past it's alarming. Yeah, to say the least. the other thing is too, we think Donald Trump uses the internet. Can we prove, even though he has a check mark next to his name, that this is the guy that is fucking typing everything? Can we confirm 110% that there's no media handler involved? And I get it. He's somebody who openly says, I like to fucking manage my stuff. How do we know? So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I think those are a lot of things that are so far out of our realm of how the fuck do we figure it out? Where the best way to do it is to come together and start agreeing on shit. Is to start having conversations about what's actually going on and how we think we can overcome the things that are bad. And like I said, for me, I don't think it's bad. There's things that I think I wish other people were less affected by, close to me, somebody that I care about and love deeply. That I'm going, man, you're outwardly projecting two different emotions for things that both carry some destructive. So like, you're okay with some destruction, you're not okay with other destruction. And what is the solution? Right? Anger can't be it. Like Guavo just said, what is the anger is to make somebody go, oh, you're upset with me? Now I'll change everything that I'm doing. Because we're people pleasing. And yeah, I don't know. I'm seeing it, and I only brought up that instance of what I saw because it's somebody that we all know closely. It's somebody that you can go out there and see the controversy, but it's literally somebody that we all love to fucking death. It's somebody that any one of us would do anything in the fucking world for. And it sucks that you would almost walk on some eggshells to go have the conversations that I think could be necessary. And I've very closely, sitting in proximity, sat down, had very deep conversations with this human about all of these things that we're talking about. I'm not, it's not something that they haven't heard from me before, but I see it perpetuating and I see it happening all around. And we can, yeah. My literal solution for everything, and I keep coming back to it, is cannabis use. I can keep telling you about different ways to use cannabis to why it makes sense. And I can keep saying cute words like atomic bomb, but I literally believe that it is a peace bringer. It's a thing that, it's the peace pipe, right? It brings us all together. It gives us a space to have conversations. It's not something that passes judgment like that. So like, my answer to all of the problems, always, and it will be cannabis. I think for a lot of the environmental shitty problems, things that I think are terrible for the world, I think that cannabis is the answer to a lot of them as well. Deforestation, misuse of food, the way that we use building materials, the way that we use mining materials. If we're mining for shit that is a conductor while we know how to use hemp as a conductor, like, what the fuck are we doing? As a store of energy, we've seen hemp batteries work. So why not implement these things? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many more implications and implementations that cannabis has that people don't, I think, give the solid mind to. So for me, is this my platform in the same way that the other person used their platform to get out there and kind of try to, but mine is hopefully to preach the goods of what the benefits of what this thing can do to solve the problems, right? Like, I don't just come at it, and things that I don't know, I don't fucking know. I'm not going to tell you, like, and if I don't know whatever it is that might be a controversial thing, that I just don't take a stance on anything. I literally don't. I don't have a single stance on anything in my life. My stance on any thing in the entire world could change today. It could change right now. If I was proven that there's another observational place that can be taken on from, which I think everything is just from observational space, then why wouldn't it be? Dude, how funny is it that it changed it to handsome? That's so good. Holy cow. No, not the Cinesippi iOS. I will come play Cinesippi with you. I love that course. I think it's great.
Have you ever wondered what to buy? Have you ever pondered?
Oh no. How'd you do, Mr. Rourke?
Don't just go in and guesstimate. Listen close. Get
Dude, soccer cleats would be the worst, bro.
like a
You
tap
bl-
at this boy up. My butt
Oh,
needs
Lee.
help.
That 25 years ago is why. Oh, really? Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Touche. Should have just flip-flopped it and done the old standstill. I got caught yesterday without having my disc golf stuff too, so I took a little small bag out and used some like winter shoes to go disc golfing with because it's all I had. So, yep. I get it. That's so crazy though. That's so awesome. I mean, listen, that's making do with what you got. And let me tell you who's some good make do with what you got, folks. Disc golfers. You see Katrina Allen win that damn, what was it? Worlds, or they might not have been Worlds. It might have been whatever, one of the major tournaments, while she was fucking carrying a jewel bag and a Walmart little fucking plastic front end bag. She inventive and still getting the job done, you know? Oh, that'd be dope, man. Oh, nice. What is my stance on taking stances? It's pretty neutral. I think that you can change any stance at any point. Like, sometimes you can take a stance like this. Sometimes you can take a stance like this. Sometimes you can take a stance like this, you know? Stance however you want. And better yet, I say, why stance when you can dance, dude? Oh. Yeah, I think a 3-point stance is pretty good as far as athletically.
Get a job, don't play in the street. Make some money, it can't be beat. Put down the sign, give it a rest. Taste the biscuit, cause it's the best. I have sex every night, and if I don't, that's alright.
Funk, yeah. What's this song? I like it.
Homeless, leave me alone. I don't know why you think that I look like a hobo. I don't think I do, cause you know I'm not homeless. You know I'm not homeless.
All right, Ben. Have a good rest of the night. Have a great weekend as well. Let me know when Cinesippi's going on. I'll try and make it out there. I do love that course. What a beautiful trek. Dude, you know what? It just made me think, because the last time we went out there, Paxton's Corner Coop. Have any of you ever heard of Paxton's Corner Coop? Fully recommend it. It's in Anawan. Like Obi-Wan, but Anna instead. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Here's what it looks like. It's a I think they got like ice creams and stuffs too, but whoa, let me tell you, it's all about these fucking cinnamon rolls. Golly. Yeah, they got ice cream and stuff, and I think their ice cream was fine. And this is coming from an ice cream fiend. I think their ice cream was fine, but I would 10 times out of 10, and I think they made an ice cream sandwich cookie thing for me. But 10 times out of 10, I would recommend you go to get the dang cinnamon rolls. Oh, look at that cinnamon roll right there. And we just, oh, God, I'm getting all excited. This is what Mississippi makes me think of. What's up, Dudley Dawson? Happy Thursday, brother. Dude, this song right here just said undies on my face. There was a guy right when cannabis became recreationally legal or available in Illinois, January 1st, 2020. I was standing on the front lines waiting for this shit to happen. I was actually the last purchase on December 31st, 2019, and then fucking the first purchase on 2020, January 1. So, anyway, we then got right past that. Then we got into the COVID. Okay, we were a mandatory business. We needed to stay open. And you needed to have a mask to come in. And we told the guy that. And they had to, like, wait in line. And at one point, we set it up where, like, you had to, like, do an appointment online. If you didn't do it. Anyway, so he comes to go stand in line. We go, okay, we can't take you without a mask. He goes, well, I don't have a mask. Give me one. And we literally just ran out. We had given a bunch out. We were waiting for him to get delivered. And he's like, well, I don't have one. I don't have one. He went back to his car and he cut his undies and wore it around his face. And Ganja Toker will come in here someday and he will tell you this is a true story. He came running into the back and he said, you need to come out here and look at this guy. He is wearing underwears on his face right now because we told him he needed a thing. How crazy. Anyway, that is about an hour south of Mississippi, Ben. 100%. I'm not, yeah. But it's worth the drive from out here. I will go right now. Mississippi, oh my God, look at that. I like what you did there. Bro, that's with a translator on it? That's got to be what that is. It's a translator because now it says I, comma, Ben. It says yo, Ben. But like yo means like, yeah, this has got to have, how the hell do I turn that off? Reaction. Moderator. Dude, do we got any fucking... What the hell is that? How do I get rid of it? I don't need interpretations on. Or fucking... stream settings. Let's see if we can go in there. Not giving me it. Yeah, well, that's that. Yeah, I just love you all, and I appreciate you all letting me rant about how I feel about love and peace and acceptance and smoking weed and all them things. And I just, fuck, every week I talk about it. Same shit. I love it. Because I think we can get better. All of us. You and me. A lot more better. Every day. Try to work to be better. My stance on coping. I hope you're capable of it. But hey, listen. If coping started to hurt you, because you were coping with the bad, right? Which I don't even know if that. I think it's possible. I think it's, again, it's all interpretation. If you started to deal with things in a negative way, if your coping mechanism was something destructive, I would tell you not to cope that way. But I think I'm positive I got a good stance on the ability for people to deal with and accept and understand, you know? What a brilliant fucking question. Dude, this is wild. I don't know where those other words came from. For a minute, I was like, even making words? Dude, I don't think this motherfucker's saying words. I get D with my dreams keep gleaming. I'm almost confident that ain't fucking English. Bro. My dreams keep gleaming, dude. Whoa. Oh. Me if I wasn't never for you. Yeah, hell no. My bud John. How cool. How cool is it that we get to fucking do weed, play disc golf, and eat food, and experience this rock, dude? You guys, have you ever, man, I'm telling you, get out there. Have you ever been to the Redwoods, was what I was gonna say. What a fucking place. To see the fucking, the glory of what this rock is. This song is also not. This is Three Stooges. F-E-P, F-5, 55, F-O, 4, 55, 4, F-U, foo, 55, 4, foo. G-A-J, G-E-G, G-I, Jicky-Jai, J-O-Joe, Jicky-Jai, Joe, G-U-Choo, Jicky-Jai, Joe, Joe. Anyway. I-O-U. And it goes through the whole alphabet. So that y'all, if you didn't know, now you do. Let's smoke another one. Let's do another quick smoke. I think it's a good time to do. It's 10:30. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. It means I got all the energy in the fucking world right now. Why am I up all excited? Did y'all watch the finale of The Boys? Y'all watch The Boys? Wild. Wild stuff. You know what's crazy? There's a part of me that believes that the ending to that, y'all ever get to the end of a series and it just sucks? Like Game of Thrones, like Sons of Anarchy, like fucking Breaking Bad. You just get to the end and it is dog water. Whoa! Not sponsored by Masonic. Have you ever smoked Crippy? I smoked the Crippy, the Crappy, the cream of the crappie, baby. I don't mess around. I'll smoke whatever, whenever.
Take me higher, baby. Can you feel it?
Cheers, my friends.
Feel it, feel it, feel it.
Oh,
Do you feel the same weed high that I feel?
do you feel the same weed high that I feel?
Reefer makes you feel that way. And I'm feeling so
An hour later.
right. Roll, let's smoke. I got to get high. I've been high since the last song. Off that la 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 la.
I've been high since the last
Just
song.
been smoking and smoking.
That's Tampa Crippy?
Smoke another blunt, roll another up. You know that weed can really ease your mind. Every time I smoke good.
No, I don't. I see. The thing is, I'm really bad, honestly, and I would tell you if that is a name of a strain. I haven't. I wish that I had, because I'll smoke any strain. You know, just prefer it not to be sprayed down with chemicals. You know what I mean? You know what's crazy? So I got a freeze dryer, as you all know. With the freeze dryer, people are saying sometimes they're like fruits and vegetables or whatever carry a chemically taste. All right, a lot of times I'm hearing this with like berries and shit. They say that the it almost has a chemical taste to it. And some people speculate that there's a possibility of it being like the pesticides and things because they concentrate out all the water, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it takes away the chemicals that have baked inside of the pores of the, you know? Like, damn. Tampa Crippy? Where can we get it from? Man. Weed maps. You ever use weed maps? Let's see if I can find it. Oh, dude, this got me in California right now. Tampa Crippy, here we go. I bet I probably gotta look in. Let's see. Come on now. Products. Here we go. Oh. I can't show you what I'm looking at here because it's got prices and I can't show prices on the thing because nothing's for sale here, obviously. But I'm looking to find you the Tampa Crippy and it's not. Let me change it over to the Florida. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's in. It would make sense. Whoa. What in the hell? Florida. Sure. No. Just custom. All right, my address now. It's in Florida. All right, here we go. Boston Runs, Tropical Vortex, Cool Whip number 11, Jealousy Cake. All right, Chaos Kush, Bubba Kush. No shit. I'm not seeing that Tampa Crippy though. Unfortunately. I do see. Hey, listen now. Whoa, what if we put Tampa, Florida in there? Hold on. All right, so. Wait. Do that for me? Jeez. All right. Now we're in Tampa, Florida. Let's see if we can find it. Ooh, the Crippy. Nothing by the name. Oh, shucks. But if you're in Tampa right now, you're not very far away from, you know, seems like they got, well, immediately just off the first thing that comes up. And I put Crippy in there, okay? So I'm just trying to help you out. He brought me a lot of Cresco product. So a lot of Crumble too, because I think it starts with a CR. I think that's what they're trying to interpret it. But it's cartridges now. But you've got, oh shit. Listen, they got the fucking strawberry. What was it, guap, that we used to smoke all the time? The fuck? The strawberry fucking vape from Verano. Strawberry cough. That's right. Thank you. But you are close to some decent shit. We've got some solventless concentrates here, which I know some of my friends are a big fan of. We've got some good flour, it looks like. I can't speak for... what did I have when I was down there? I think I had a little float and maybe a little bit of the reef. Okay? Oh, no. What? Yeah, I think that might have been it. Float and reef? I have another one? Anyway, moral of the whole story, I think those are like... One of them, I think, is a Air Rise product. A Google search of Crippy says True Leaf sells it. Oh, nice. You know what's crazy is I'm in the Florida, but I don't see any True Leaf. But I'm also on fucking now listen, the guap is actually looking for it. Let's see if we can find it. Where'd you find it, guap? Can I put a... I'm trying. And I'm even in Tampa. Nothing's coming up as that name. Maybe I gotta get better at refining my searches, or get off Weed Maps. That could be it too. Yes. All right, Crippy Flower. Oh, there it is. All right, look, I think I can do this right here. Because I've gone... Oh, let me get away... No. Damn it, dude. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good. Oh, can't go that far up. I can't go up anymore. But from here, this does say it's True Leaf. The lineage is Heirloom Genetics. One of the most legendary and famous strains in the history of Florida is widely reported to have made its way over, okay, top terpenes, myrcene, and pinene. Brand info, Sunshine Cannabis, found in 2013, is a multiple award-winning cannabis company. Now, let me see. Dude, it's there. It says, let's set a location. How do I set a location? Florida. Whoa. Okay, so hold on. It does say. Oh shit! I was gonna just pull it up, but there's a lot of different cities that it's in Florida. Are you in Florida? Not sponsored by Masonic? Oh, New York City. Let me see if we can figure this out. Oof. The closest store is in Pennsylvania. Store-wise. I don't know if you can get this under a hemp. But as far as from New York City, it says that the closest one is in Whitehall, Pennsylvania. 3-hour bus ride? Yeah, I think it's a hour and 20-minute car ride. Store details. Do they, does Pennsylvania have an adult use program? Does Pennsylvania have an adult use program? No, Pennsylvania does not currently have an adult use recreational marijuana program and is only legal to purchase and consume cannabis if you're a registered patient in the state. Okay, so you would need a Pennsylvania license to get that close to it. Florida's also. I wonder if there are no stores in my area. Well, from New York City, they gave us some stuff. Now, let me see, actually. Do they have a hemp? Listen, the flower looks pretty good. There you go. Sunshine Cannabis. Got a nice appeal. Oh, they just look at the background they put on that. That's cute. I think it's the same nug though. Hold on. Look at. You see that little furry guy sticking up? Dude, you guys couldn't take more than one photo? Sunshine Canvas, they did this little thing. They're like, oh, you know how we can make it look better? Put a couple of fucking palm trees by it. Same piece. I mean, listen, I'm for it. Indica. Classic cut offering a bold profile of gas, pine, and sweet citrusy haze. Oh, I like that. I'm a citrus fan and I'm a gas fan. So you do that? Oh, not sponsored by Masonic. That's I like it. But yeah, unfortunately, let's see what else. Do we have any other statistics about this? Oh, they do have a lot. Sunshine Cannabis flower. Beautifully cured whole buds. Perfect quantity. Wow. Ooh. Heirloom genetics? Who is it, Guap? Oh, you're talking about the graphics. Yes, 100%. They didn't take the picture of the fucking bud, though. They made the graphics. That's fine. It's adorable. I love it. Fine. That is... It's just that to make... Come on! I love you to death. Get a different angle. It's fucking awesome, though. Wop, you just fucking... That is awesome. It took me a moment. It's pretty fun. It's a fucking... I mean, come on. Yeah. And palm trees. It makes it feel tropical, for shit's sakes. Oh, 11 out of 10. Now you know what? Now I'm going to go back and look at all the graphics. We're going to fucking... You know what? Who am I? Dude. Hold on, Guap. I could do this all day. All right? I could... Give me a damn... Let me get a job, bro. You know what? That's it. It's over. I'm gonna make a fucking portfolio of shit that I've cropped up myself, and turned it into different things. I'm gonna say, yeah, I know. What if I use Degree deodorant? Man, I know. Bro. Ask if I can be the person they photograph. What? Dude, it is neat. Now that I'm looking at the whole website, I'm like, all right, I see it. I do like the fucking header, though. That's kind of sweet. It's a dope fucking photo. I can't fucking show it because there's prices on top of it. It is dope. All right. Chee! Daily deals. God damn it, dude. I could do this. Did you stay at an extended stay? Wow. Well, all right, I'm getting too distracted. I'm over here looking at fucking the website now. Looking at weed maps, trying to find our friends some trippy. You know what I can find you? Axon's Corner Coop, okay? It is in 101 West Front Street, Anawan, Illinois. Go in there, Illinois. Okay, go in there into the Illinois and get you some Anawan. Look at these fucking, I'm telling you. Those are cookies. Oh, this one right here. If that's a peanut butter cookie, we know it is. With fucking the icing that is on the damn, oh, I'm telling you guys. Oh, the cinnamon rolls right here. Oh, listen, 24 hours after fasting and you're staring at pictures of cinnamon rolls, you start to feel a certain way, okay? I'm just saying. What it is there's a drive in my brain to take a drive to Anawan and get some of them damn cinnamon rolls. No, I'm gonna hold off until tomorrow night for food. I've got a good, healthy, clean, just some brown rice and beans and chicken. I'm gonna come back into which actually it's fucking wild, but like that's my jam, dude. A little bit of some beans and rice and some chicken, bro. I do like, I'm gonna try and do a little bit of a diet, a semi play on like the Mediterranean, because I don't eat fish, but just eat bacon and yeah, I want to, but I actually, what's real messed up is I just want to make those things more consistent staples in my life. It'll be keto. Dude, okay, so Scott was in here earlier. Scott is on a plane to the Philippines. He's going to spend some time out there. They've got some good health care. And his money will stretch a little bit further. I'm so proud of the dude. It's so crazy as fuck. No, I do eat tuna. I wouldn't mind it. Bluefin tuna actually is super fire. I just don't eat it. When prepared correctly, I love it. But I don't like seafood.
I'm almost 60, you can smoke out of it, I did. Add some flowers with today's cannabis, depending where you live.
No, not some chicken of the sea. You remember when what was her name? Jessica Simpson, fucking Nick Lachey's wife. They used to have that show I forget, what was it called? Seasons of Love or some shit? Anyway, somebody helped me out with that, with the naming of the thing, but she asked him, is it, okay, ex-wife, whatever. When she asked him, is it chicken or is it fish? That was a good one. That was a good memory. To watch it. What was it called? Love on the Spectrum? Yeah, they were close. That was the first season. Damn it, dude. I really did watch the shit out of that. I gotta fucking. I'm sitting on it. What was the reality TV show with Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey called? Newlyweds. Holy shit, boy. Dude, I watched that shit. That was in the prime. Did y'all ever watch Real World or Road Rules? Nick and Jess. Real World or Road Rules? Real World Las Vegas, bro, was Jeff. My name's Jeff. Early 90s? I watched it in the early 2000s. Real World 2000, or Real World Las Vegas. Real World Las Vegas. Dude. This cast right here. Give me a fucking photo of me. Please. Oh, man. Oh, it's nostalgia. Almost, what was the other one? Peanut butter. I remember. Pedro. What the fuck is... What was the other one? Oh, reality television. The Osbournes was fucking great. The transportation secretary. Really? Did y'all ever watch fucking, what was the other one? Oh, Jersey Shore? Oh, okay. Sean Duffy? Sean Duffy. Really? He was on the Real World? Hold on. Let's get back. He was on movies and shows. Whoa, hold up. Can I just put IMDb behind his name and fucking figure this out? The fuck are we listening? I don't know.
Have you ever wondered what a person understand?
Dude, Guap, you're not lying. You absolutely was. That was crazy as fuck. The Amazing Race shit back in the day was one. How funny is it that it interpreted your ha 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 into ha 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 ha? Oh man. Our reality star stocked administration. I'll leave it at that. That's hilarious. Played in a couple of shows. The Wedding Video, PBS NewsHour, The Bottom Line with Dagan, and The Challenge, whatever the hell that is. But then he also was himself. Dude, why will it not say fucking... Think it'll be at the bottom? What's the chance? Dude's probably been on TV a fuck ton. The Real World! Wow. On The Reunion. ESPN Great Outdoor Games. The Challenge. Then he went into the fucking thing and then he took off. On the Factor with Bill O'Reilly. So crazy. Can we go to this really quick and... Whoa, is this? Hold on. Photos. Dude, how do I get his season? Real World 1991. Because Mike the Miz is also... Dude. How funny is what the translation is that just came out of that sentence? Handsome. Are you sure, wife? Oh, it's like there's a lot going on there. Mommy Jeans, The Miz. Yep. What's her name ended up being one of the girls was a star for a while. I forget what the hell her name is. It was from Las Vegas. I definitely know that that's what it means, but the interpretation that it said, okay, he put Guapo, Segura's wife, question mark, and then it interpreted it as handsome, are you sure, wife. Like, it is hilarious. And I agree. Handsome fella. Anymore, what it takes. Oh, you can't be in your not. Self by yourself, stay away from me. Respect, what did you say? Respect, walk. Are you talking to me? Seguro or Segura means to be sure. Oh my God. We're learning Spanish here right now. Do you not see it? Okay. I don't know what's translating what, but if I scroll over the thing that shows the Chinese symbol with an A and it says handsome, are you sure, wife? If I scroll over it and I put my cursor over it, it says Guapo Segura's wife. Dude, I will show you this, but I don't know how weird. All right, hold on. Let me pull this guy right here. Hold on. This is wild. I don't like that it has my face on it. It is weird. But above me, you see this? It says, handsome. Are you sure? And then fucking wife. And then when I hover over it, it says guapo, Segura's wife, question mark. Handsome. Are you sure? Wife. I don't know what the hell is happening there. And I hope you can see it, or if you can't, I don't know if you're on a PC or if it's coming up on the whatever, but I did back down to my other side so that only that's Google Translate. Why is Google Translate working over all of my text right now? How do I, when did that happen? Gotta be a thing I installed. What the fuck? But you see what I'm saying now. It's like, go back to that. Alright, hold on. Alright. Look at, like, directly on this thing it says, handsome, are you sure, wife? Right there. And I click on, or I hover over it, and it says, guapo, Segura's wife, question mark. I don't know where that came from, and it's gotta be, like you said, a Google thing, but I don't remember doing that. Or why YouTube just started doing that, or if I touched a button. Because I like clicked on a couple of things to try and see. I don't know. And like, if I go to extensions, the only thing that I got running is ad block. All the kanji? Oh, I'm learning something. And how, I wonder, I mean, you know, I'll figure this out later, but literally the only extension that I have running is fucking a ad blocker. Wait, you're talking about it's in the settings on the stream settings right now? I don't see that. And apparently, if you look on Google, yeah, well, so much for that. Thanks for the help there, Guap. I'll go figure it out in 2 seconds, I'm sure. But it's weird that it's doing that on my side, because hold on. Yep, I'm still doing it. Dude, where is there a gear icon in the live chat window? Yeah. Well. All right. Yep. Sorry. Yeah. I can't find it. I'll look at it in a minute. Anyway, it's gone past 11 o'clock. I am going to turn this off for a minute so we do it right. I hope you strike peace when you seek it. I hope you find love when you need it. And I hope you can cope when you feel it. Thanks, y'all, for listening to me get on my rant tonight. And thanks for the interactions. And I just hope everybody's doing all right. Saddens me when you're not. But you know what also saddens me is when we don't get to see old Gare Bear.
Avocado, 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 potato, 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 potato.
Oh, you remember this?
Hey, fentanyl ain't no good. Hey, fentanyl ain't no good. Hey, fentanyl ain't no good.
It's disgusting. Thanks again, Guapo, The Real Young Knight, Mr. Rourke, Chi-Town Hi-Fi, Connie, Brojo, Zeppelinkin, John Voight. No sponsored by, not sponsored by Masonic. Thanks for popping in. Dudley Dawson, Dr. Danknugs, Ben Flood, All That's Green, Scott Long, and Sean Whitney. All of you are amazing folks whom I love very deep. Thank you all for being here. Talk soon. Later, everybody. Love you all. And also, donuts. Oh, tomorrow I'm not gonna break a fast with no damn donut. See you all soon. Probably a lot of you who are still listening much sooner than next Thursday, hopefully.